Hiya, I'm Mika, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Miracle Mat. Nope, wait, close. It's close. We're headed back to the scene of the initial crime. You're not having any new troubles, are you, bud?
I wish this masked gentleman would at least make himself useful. I still have all these posters to put up.
Cool. Glad. Happy to hear it. How about you, stranger? Nope. None of the strangers have anything. I don't recognize you. Hello. I'm Colette. I'm with the circus. But I'm sure you could have figured that out. You look like smart people. I should be on stage now, but some of our equipment was damaged when those poor people were turned to stone. Yes, that was quite a scene, wasn't it? Why would anyone do something like that? Everyone was having fun at the parade, and then that guy turns people to stone and just ruins everything? What a jerk! Sorry if that sounded negative, I didn't mean that. I hate being negative. Hey! How about a puzzle to lighten things? A toasty toast. After a long day of performing, the members of the circus troupe have changed into their street clothes and are celebrating another successful show with some hot chocolate. There is at least one member of the troupe who is not present. Who's in the tent? Select each person who's there. Okay, so we're looking for... It's definitely Pompadour guy, but he doesn't have the two sort of frills out the back. The only sort of frilly hair is this, so I suspect that Pompadour's facing this way, Frill is looking this way. We got this sort of big poofy hair and little poofy hair. I suspect... I mean, as far as poofy hair goes, this is the only big poofy that I really kind of see. This is the only little poofy that I see. It looks like bob cut here as well. Is this true, though? Is it impossible for any of the silhouettes to be this distinguished person here? Without having anything but their profile to work with. I'm not seeing any other options over there. But also this feels like a trick. I feel like I'm being tricked here. There is at least one member of the troupe who is not present. Who's in the tent? Select each person who is there. See, I can almost see him here. Like, that looks like it could be his nose as depicted here. And this doesn't... Because it would just be poofs on top, right? This could very well be like a top hat with some flowers in it or something. And frankly, the poofs going on here don't seem much like your hair either. Could we figure it out based on the shape of the shoe wear here? Like, if this is some sort of decoration, this could also be a decoration. This, I think that could very well be this person laying on the floor. Bulbous nose, sort of... I don't want to say pear-shaped, because I'm not certain if that's accurate. Because it's not... Because pears are really two-segmented, as usually depicted. And this is one sort of large segment, more like an aubergine. That's right, I speak fancy vegetable terms. there is another person here. Like, the Pompadour, obviously this guy. The hair tufts here have to be this person. You're laying on the floor. Here, you're here. There's still feet here. That looks like a leg and a shoe. There is at least one member of the troupe who is not present. So it isn't guaranteed that that's a leg. And whose shoe would it be anyway? It looked like it could really be either of them. Guess this sort of has a flat front while this still has a sort of curved front. Is there anything else that we could go by? Shape of the leg? The leg is presumably a little thick. So you've got these pointy shoes, and that does match with this shadow here. So shoes are something that we could go off of. I think I'm gonna say you and submit.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. A tough nut to crack.
Too bad. Take a deep breath and try again. Okay. Alright. We're gonna try again. I'm gonna start a timer.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge.
The shoe didn't look flat enough. I'm not pleased with my work here. Oh, really? A sort of side view of the shoe? That was his mustache? Sheesh. Correct. All members aside from the chap second from the right are present and accounted for. I'm gonna start a timer. None of that puzzle counted for your time. You're welcome. Let's hope they don't stay up too late. They've got another busy day ahead of them. It was the side of her shoe. Ugh. Ugh. Great job. You really are pretty smart. You really are a pretty smart bunch. Keep it up. The world always needs more smart people to figure things out. Do you know anything about these strange things happening around town? They started about the same time we got here. The police think this masked madman is some kind of magician, but these are no simple tricks, I tell you. Magic shouldn't be used to harm people, of course, or cause chaos anyway, unless the chaos was making rainbow puppies or something. I couldn't agree with you more. Someone needs to stop this masked freak from going masked freak so that people can enjoy Montador again. Just a big tent. Here to investigate the scene. Let's look at some statues again. Things seem to have calmed down here. Yes, it appears that the statues have been cleared away. We should search for any clues that were left behind. First things first. There's something in this box. It's a knobby cane. Knobbly cane. It looks like it's sparkling. Yeah, it cleanses the soul. Alright, we're not seeing anything, so I guess we're gonna have to talk to people. Oh, you! No walking! I mean, stop there! Where are you walking? I'm sorry. Should I be walking somewhere else? You almost destroyed some important evidence there, lad. Oh, have you found something, officer? Oh, yes. We didn't just find something. We really found something. See these hoof prints? Mighty suspicious, eh? They're all marked up with footprints from the tourists running everywhere. But they go in the very same direction the masked gentleman went. How's that for some real police work? Well, I suppose that may be helpful. Have you talked to any witnesses? Have we talked to any witnesses? We're the police, of course we have. Well, I mean, we thought about it anyway. But we'll grill those witnesses just as soon as we find them. See, it's very hard to find witnesses in a tourist city like Montador. At least we've got all the statues in custody. They won't be giving us any more trouble. Now, we just have to find out who they were. I realized that most of the people here were tourists when I was asking around. No one seemed to know much about the Ladors. Only our residents would know about the Ladors. Good people, big house. If you need any general information on Montador, I know someone over in the merchant district you should talk to. Her name is... It's Eloise. No, that's not it. Jillian? No, that's not it either. I know she's a woman. Well, she's a woman with a name, and their shop is over in the merchant district, just west of Monsteron Gallery. Montsarton? I'm certain I got that wrong. I see. Thank you. We will look for a shopkeeper there. A shopkeeper who is a woman. That's worth noting. How about you? Did you see anything important? Did you see it? The masked gentleman, miscreant, is so talented. I can barely control myself just thinking about him. It's not really. People turned into stone. What a show! What a show! That was no show, miss. Madeleine. Call me Maddie. And you're telling me it was no show. It was an experience is what it was. Pure genius. You saw the most recent Dark Miracle. I saw it. I didn't just see it. I felt it. I lived it. At one point, I wondered if I was it. It changed me, truly. I loved the mask work. I haven't seen a piece wrought with such tension in quite a while. Not since this puzzle, anyway. Okay. Colorful flags have been strung up all over the town for the carnival. There are 7 different flags arranged in several different sequences. One such 3-flag sequence is shown in the top right corner. How many times does this sequence of flags appear on the strings of flags shown above? Write out the correct answer. Okay. Let's take it one string at a time. We're going to go from the very back to the very front. I will illustrate it. Hold on. We've got one right here, which is from right to left. Does the order matter? One such 3-flag sequence is shown in the top right corner. How many times does this sequence of 3 flags appear in the strings of flags shown above? So we have maybe 1. Oh. Okay, I've got notes that I can take here. We've got it right here. Except the sequence is going this way. Alright, next we've got this in front of it. We've got this sequence right here, which is going this way. We do have that blue-yellow flag here, but it doesn't have the right ones on either side of it. We also have green and the purple box, but this is incorrect for the sequence. We've got the sequence We've got the set here, but it isn't in sequence, so that's not one of them. In fact, I'm going to erase it because of that. So we do have those three, but not in the right order. There's also this purple here with the light blue here. It is possible, and I'm not certain, but it is possible that there is a sequence here. I'm not certain where it ends off this way, though. And then we've got this one, which doesn't have any of those at all. So we're looking at 2, maybe 3. Do they have to be consecutive? Or would, like, this light blue, this purple, and then imagine a green is here? Would that count? I'm gonna look back at the exact wording. One such 3-flag sequence is shown in the top right corner. How many times does this sequence of flags appear in the strings, in the string of flags shown above? This sequence. Sequence suggests that order matters. To me, there's one. There's one guaranteed. That's a 1. That is a 1. That's a 1. 1. How's that a 4? How's that a 4? That's a 2 now. I don't know how that's a 1.
I have this one. That's unfortunate.
Maybe you're looking from the wrong perspective.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
I suppose technically order would never matter because it depends on what side of the street you're facing the flags from. The sequence appears twice. Once when you look at the flags from the front and once when you look at the flags from the other side. So order did matter, but you did need to look at it from both directions specifically. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. But I see it. I accept it. That's alright. I get it. I'm gonna drink water. You should too.
Wonderful! That was almost as impressive as the masked gentleman, miscreant. Any chance you know him? I'd love to meet him. The mask, the suit, brilliant. You hear me? Do you hear me? I just said brilliant.
That's not at all what that line is.
Just brilliant.
I just said brilliant.
Professor, if I may interject here for a moment, the masked gentleman, miscreant, could be anywhere right now.
Good point, Emmy. He has protected his identity in a town full of masked individuals.
Yes, there are masks everywhere. The town is filled with them. Wait, does that mean that everyone here is a genius? Oh my! There's a boutique over in the merchant district that rents costumes. I know they have a lot of masks over there. Do you think that the masked gentleman does his shopping there?
No. I'm gonna go with no, personally. That no definitely sounded very condescending, and I think I meant to be a little condescending. Yeah, big top, but I was looking at the tower, I didn't realize. Anyway. Did we learn anything?
That looks like the merchant district over there, Professor. Let's take a left here.
Merchant District. Hello, strangely haired person. I heard the parade was ruined. Too bad, so sad, as they say. The police always seem a step behind this guy. Typical. The lady in the boutique knows more than all our police officers combined. The boutique? The lady in which boutique? The one I'm standing in front of. Why, you're gonna exchange your costume? No. Thank you very much. No thanks necessary. Or wanted, really.
Professor, this must be the shopkeeper that the policeman told us about. She may have some information for us.
Yes, let's go inside. But there's other... I guess people don't want to be talked to.
What are these plants doing here in the road? How do these bushes get... How do the buses get through here?
You can walk through most parts of the city.
That's one expensive barber shop.
The sign here says they do a miracle cut. What kind of style is that?
I changed my hairstyle recently. Did you notice, Professor?
I didn't. I don't believe you, either. Did you recently change it back? That's mean. I'm sorry. Oh, that felt rude. I think that's all the hint coins. What are you? That's an impressive array of brightly colored clothes.
I could do with a brighter shade of lemon. Oh, I thought those mannequins were alive.
Lemon. She wears lemon. And now I know that for a fact. Are you the woman who runs the shop here? Masks on the wall. You won't see these styles anywhere else.
Maybe we should buy one as a souvenir.
No, I don't think any of them would suit me. You don't have to wear them if they're a souvenir. Whoop. Yep, baby. Hint coin. Hint coin.
Oh, they have dresses too. I can't say they're my color, though. Try this one, Emmy. Try on this one, Emmy.
A fine dinner dress. Masks on the table?
Wow, I wouldn't know which to pick.
The people in the parade were wearing masks too. Originally, this carnival was started to honor the Mask of Chaos. Interesting. Why? Hint coin candle. What's behind the curtain? I believe the fitting rooms are behind the curtain. Thank you, Professor Layton. I appreciate it.
Professor, you should try it. You should try a little variety. A curtain would make the perfect cape.
Yeah. Oop, puzzle. Puzzle.
Doesn't that mask look a little bit like the Mask of Chaos to you? I wonder if it's supposed to symbolize the sun. You're right. Now that you mention it, the masked gentleman... Miscreant. Masked miscreant's mask has the same type of symbol, doesn't it? I've been meaning to show someone this puzzle. Would you like to have a look?
Either that or would you have a look? I'm not certain. Oh, it's a stamp. This stamp is adorned with a blazing sun motif. Can you picture how the design would look after you plonk the stamp down onto a piece of paper? It really depends on how you rotate it, right? Say we do a vertical flip. Then the swirl would be on the right side pointed up, so it could be D. Right, like if you do a vertical flip, you get something sort of like D. But you can't get C. Can you? No. The swirl just straight up wouldn't face that direction while the stamp's face down. This is like an exact copy of it, so that ain't it. It has to be D? That doesn't sound right. Because if we look at it, that's 12, 6, so that's clockwise. And while this is sort of swirling counterclockwise. Anyway, you have to flip it. It does end up going clockwise, though. I'm confusing myself. With this one, I'm going from inner to outer. With the other one, I'm going outer to inner, which is where I'm getting it wrong. So if we go inner to outer, then this is clockwise. So flipping it would make it go counterclockwise. So from inner to outer, this is clockwise, which is a problem. From inner to outer, this is clockwise, which is a problem. From inner to outer, this is counterclockwise. It has to be D.
Set him up and knock him down. Piece of cake.
How was that 35, but the other one was 20? When the shoe perspective was all weird, like, I need to chill. Correct. You'll get D. The spiral in the middle and the rays around the outside will both be mirrored when you press this Brit. Let's record a visual novel when we can't even read. That's gonna go well. I'm being hard on myself. That's not what I mean. I'm good. I'm doing alright. Just a little flustered, just a little puzzled. Just a little puzzled. You had a bright idea with that puzzle, Luke. Yeah, no, it was pretty sick. Thanks. I'm glad you warmed up to the idea. But I think that's everything. I think that's everything to look at in here, so I guess we leave now. There's nothing else going on. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves and have a positive day. I hope to see you then. Bye.